Hi, how we doing? This is just a really quick live stream just to check in with year 10s. But if you're a different year group, you're absolutely welcome, of course. I just wanted to ask really how you're doing, how you're finding all the distance learning so far, and to say to you, you really can't afford a kind of gap. You can't afford to go back to school and think, well, that's the stuff that we should have been learning when all this happened, and we weren't at school, and you can't call it like a COVID gap. So you cannot afford to have a gap going forward when you're preparing for your exams, which will happen next year. So just bear that in mind, really. I want to see how's it going, how are you finding working from home, how are you finding this distance learning, what are you enjoying, what are you not enjoying. Share in the comments, share in the chat. I'd just really be interested to know how you guys are doing. I want to give you some other tips as well. I made a video just the other day called how to learn from a video, how to study a video. And the point is, you don't watch a video, a YouTube education video. You don't watch it like you watch TV. You don't relax with a second screen on, with your phone out, talking to your friends. You study a video. It's a really important distinction to make. You actually have to study that video. You can't just let it pass over you. So you have to make notes as you do, or you have to think of questions, bits you didn't get. You have to rewind bits you didn't get. It is a source of information like a textbook. A YouTube video trying to teach you something is like a textbook, so you've got to use it like that. I'm making lots of new videos over this period, obviously. So I've got my little setup here, and I'm doing some kind of bits to the webcam that I've got here and some bits with my better camera over here as well. And I will do some live streams as well. And I wonder whether you guys want any particular requests, any topic that you're not getting that you want me to go through on a proper video, or you want a live stream in depth about something, then just ask. It'll be my pleasure to kind of put that to the top of my priority. Otherwise, I'm going to work for the stuff that my own classes are doing, and I'm going to put that out as we go. So there's that. So some other tips for studying at home, really. Remember to make sure there's as few distractions as possible. If you'd like to study to music, then go ahead and pick some music that doesn't have lyrics, is my suggestion there, because you kind of can't help but kind of follow along with lyrics because we used to communicate and we use language to communicate. So pick some music that doesn't have lyrics to follow along with. If you're going to study, pick some instrumental music, and also just to switch off any distractions. So I've found it quite difficult because we're working from home. I'm trying to focus on making videos for you guys and my own classes. I'm trying to focus on some work that I need to do for school as well. And because we're all working from home, we're all communicating with the computers. We're all sending each other emails. We're all using Teams to communicate. So it's constantly kind of bonging up as it goes. So I want you to think about like eliminating as many distractions as possible. And for you guys, it'll be your phones, like social media going crazy or anything like that. So go ahead and make sure that you don't have that on. And one way that I found to do that is I've been using the app Forest, which is really, really cool. You basically plant a tree and it makes sure that you don't get any notifications on your phone during that time, during whatever time you say. So I set myself down, I'm going to do an hour's work. I'm going to ignore my phone for an hour. If you pick it up, it knows you've done that. And it says, put your phone down again, if you try and look at the notifications, it buzzes at you till you go back to the app. So it's kind of, a way to just sort of avoid that habitual checking your phone as you go, because you just want to kind of find some way to kind of blinkers on, focus on the work that you're doing. So as I said, this is just a check-in to talk about, well, you cannot afford to look back on this time in a few years and think, oh yeah, that was why I didn't get all that work they sent me during the school closures. All that stuff, like that I should have learned at that point. You cannot afford that to be a gap in your knowledge. So be aware of that. Be careful. Make sure that you are doing the work that your school is setting you. How are you finding that? How are you finding working from home? Let us know. As I said at the start, I'm happy to do live streams and things like that. I'm kind of focusing on making some better quality videos at the minute to teach some specific things that my class are doing. But if you've got any requests, either you want to see me do some live streams in depth on a topic, or you want to see some videos on a topic, then let me know and I'll kind of put that higher up in my priorities and try and get them made ASAP. I was obviously planning on doing some live streams during Easter for people preparing for their GCSEs, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So there's kind of big well, it's not going to happen. The GCSEs are not going to happen. There's kind of big overarching live streams that I had planned. I could still do them if you wanted, like full run throughs of everything in GCSE paper 1 and paper 2. That was the live streams that I planned. So let me know if you fancy those as well. The other thing I'd like to say is People like Alpo, which is A-level physics online, or they also do GCSE physics online. Lewis Matheson is doing live streams every day for GCSE and a live stream every day for A-level. So check in on those. You basically download a worksheet. Do you see what I mean by the distractions coming on every now and then? Download a worksheet, and then Lewis goes through that kind of live on air, and you can ask any questions as they go. So how are you all? I hope you're all well. I know this has been a weird week, but we're going to have some more weird weeks to come. So do share other people with your tips as well. As I said, make sure you can find a place to focus. Make sure you can focus in. Do whatever it takes to kind of avoid having the distractions getting in the way whilst you're trying to focus, right? And hello to both the people who have commented. I hope everything's all right, and I hope you're getting on with your work. Remember, communicate with your own teachers if the work that you're setting you're not able to do, because we're all expecting kids to be actually studying, because you cannot afford a gap. If you're in year 10 right now, hi everyone, if you're in year 10 right now, you cannot afford, when it comes to your GCSEs that you'll take for real, you cannot afford to have like a gap at this time. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you've got any requests, and I'll put them to the top of my priority feed. All right, bye.